Hello everybody, Alpha Heavy Gamer here, and welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good day. Today I want to talk about silver lions in War Thunder and how to earn them more efficiently. I got a couple of tips I want to pass to you guys. I wish people had shared this with me when I first started off in the game. It would have made my grind and my life really a lot easier within the game. So without further ado, I want to jump right in. Especially as you get to higher tiers, the vehicles, the ammunition in the vehicles becomes a lot more expensive. So one of the things you're going to want to watch out for is the ammo cost. And you can see right here, I have checked the automatic purchasing of ammo refills after battle. I have it checked, but you might want to uncheck that, especially if you're not going to use that vehicle again, like immediately. Just giving it a little bit of time, so you can build up SL, can it can make all the difference for you if you really are low on a budget, or you really are on a budget. Also, looking right here in the same area, you're going to want to turn off automatic repair of all vehicles after a battle. Let me recheck that. I have it unchecked, as you can see, and I used the Shenyang F5 maybe last night or something, and you can see that it's still red, because I had that unchecked. Now what will happen is that over a period of time, you can see the free repair time there, 6 days and 21 hours. That's how long it would take, at present, until this vehicle was fully repaired without that coming out of my SL balance. So even unchecking it and even leaving it that way for a few hours can make the difference for you as well. This is probably by far one of the major things you can do to save yourself some SL. Let me go to the ZTZ here. So I'm still grinding this tank, but I want you to check this out here. This out here. Auto purchase modifications. Now I do have it checked. Now what this does is, after a modification is basically ground out, the purchase price will show up and it'll be replaced. It'll replace the SL, the research points that are here, and you'll see the SL that it would cost. So if you have this box checked, what's going to happen is it'll automatically purchase that for you, that modification. So if you're trying to save money, you may want to have this unchecked. I I have it checked right now because, as you can see, it's not that much of an issue for me. But if you're starting out, it may be a big one for you. So here's one thing that I didn't know when I first started out the game, and it's a big deal, especially for a premium vehicle. So if you look at the amount of free repairs on a vehicle, you get 30. Because I used to never look at these cards. I would scan it really fast, but I never looked at it in detail. And you can see that I have 29 free repairs left because I've only used this jet once. But that can be a very big deal. It's basically, if you're really good at the game, a like a blank check. You can just print money with this jet until you use up your free repairs. And like I said, if you're really good and you don't get killed very often, you basically got a money printer or an SL printer right here. So definitely pay attention to when you buy a free vehicle, or excuse me, a premium vehicle. You'll see the amount of, and you'll see that you have 30 free repairs. So take advantage of that. So looking at the tech tree vehicles, right? You'll notice that for tech tree vehicles, you get 10 free repairs. Now that's still pretty good, especially the way War Thunder is. You have to grind out parts and FPE. They're relatively easy, but the vehicles really underperform when they are not spaded at all, or fully researched, or even partially researched. So the parts and FPE being two of the most important upgrades in the beginning, 10 free repairs I don't think is generous enough, but at least you get something. It'll prevent you from totally, especially if the vehicle is really expensive in its repair costs, it'll prevent you from running at a deficit in your first 10 games. So what I would definitely do is play the objective, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. So the next thing is active versus passive play. So what you want to do in the game is it's it's one of those balance issues where if you play too aggressively, too actively, and you're not a veteran player, you can risk getting killed pretty quickly and sent back to the garage. Also, if you play very passively, you may not get any kills. I mean, like you won't die, but you may not get any kills, and that also means you don't gain SL. So what do you need to do? You need to, like I said, strike a balance. Be aggressive when you need to be aggressive in the game. You have to read the battle as it plays out and know when you can go in and start clubbing people versus running out there like a chicken with his head cut off in the beginning of the battle and getting sniped and getting sent back before you've earned anything. So being passive too long can hurt you, but being active really early in the battle can get you killed as well. So the next thing, play the objective. I find that, and the data bears it out. If you look at it, playing the objective in the game usually nets you more silver lions. You can get a lot of kills, and that gets you silver lions as well. But if you're able to blend getting kills with also playing the objectives, you can maximize your silver lion gain. So next, avoid expensive vehicles if you're less experienced. Now, let me go over to my Swedish tech tree. Now, Sweden has come down quite a bit in the game. It was really expensive when it started out, but you can see, let's look at this one. All right, so max repair cost is 10,000. I mean, this is not upgraded, so it'll go up as you upgrade the vehicle. And once it's fully upgraded, it's probably, I don't know the number off the top of my head, but it's somewhere close to 18,000 probably for max repair costs. So getting killed in your ST RV 122A without getting any kills, without playing the objective, just getting sniped right off the bat, you're already at an 18 grand deficit for silver lions. So be careful if you're going to play expensive vehicles. You don't just want to throw your vehicle away for one kill or for no kills. So understand that part. So I want to talk about developing your map knowledge. So let's go here. And I play realistic battles most of the time. So let's look at this. So it's a given. Develop map knowledge so that you can take advantage and exploit positions. That's really the key there. Being able to know where you can go on the battlefield, mask yourself with terrain, would stop you from getting shot at, intercepted, ambushed, all that kind of stuff, and put you in a position where you can kill other players and make money in the game. Now, another thing that you can do, and I didn't know about this, and you do have to have a premium account, I believe, to ban maps, and maybe even to like them and dislike them. So you can see that I don't like Frozen Pass at all. I lose money when I play this map, so I have this map banned. Now you only get one ban. Now you can see the maps that I don't like. I got dislikes on them. Maps I like, of course, I got thumbs up. But that could be one possible way for you to save money or to earn more money. Try to maximize maps that you like and minimize maps that you don't like because you get killed on them fast, which cost you money. Okay, so the next thing is consider a server change and also time periods. So let me go back up here, and you can see I have EU and US server selected. Some people don't like playing on the Russian server or the South American server. And also you have to take into account times of day. When are the good players going to be on? When are the veterans going to be playing the most? Playing on the weekends, especially if you're an average player like me, maybe even below average like me, You know, I do what I can in the game. I definitely don't claim to be elite. But if playing on the weekend when all the veterans are on a certain server, loses you money, just try playing around with that. Maybe you can find a good spot at a good time and make out. Okay, so use your boosters before they expire. Now, I have some here, my boosters. So you want to, some of these don't expire. Like you can see this one, these don't expire. But most of the ones that you get on the dailies will expire. And it's easy. Just make sure you use those before they're gone. So with that, I do want to talk about multipliers. So let's go to the CV9105 TML. So of course, if you use boosters, the reward multipliers will go up. But looking at this premium vehicle right here at BR 9.0, you can see the reward multiplier for SL is 390%. So you always want to look at these if you're definitely trying to earn money fast before you start playing. I mean, this one's 690, it's at 390. I mean, most of the time it seems like the planes really do better on trying to earn SL. And it's usually because you get one life and you die, you know, you're gone, versus ground where you can have a whole lineup. So 780 for the BO 105. I didn't know that. That's pretty good. But pay attention to the multipliers, the reward multipliers. And yeah, and when you use a booster, it goes up and stacks onto that multiplier. Okay. So the next thing, arcade versus realistic battles. Now it all goes into player skill and what you like. Like I was saying, I play realistic battles, but there's nothing wrong with playing arcade. I play realistic battles now. When I first started out, I played arcade battles. And do you make more money in arcade versus realistic? I mean, arcade battles go pretty quickly. Generally, it seems like the rewards are a little bit lower because the games go faster. And in realistic battles, you know, the games usually play out longer. But these days, with Germany steamrolling everybody with their Leopard 2A6s, that's it's turned that conventional thought process around. So there are a lot of steamrolls lately in realistic battles, but typically you earn, at least for me, I'm able to earn more money playing a realistic battle versus an arcade battle. Okay, so next thing, and the last thing, is wait for gaijin sales. Typically, these sales, let me go to my tech tree and see what I have not bought yet. Let me go. Okay, I have the Chieftain Mark V. I still need to buy. Still grinding out the USA. But typically, Gaijin has sales a couple times a year. There's definitely one around Christmas time, and we may even be coming up on one pretty soon. They do sales around holidays. Sometimes where you'll get typically 30 to 50% off the purchase price, the SL purchase price of a vehicle, which if you've been, here's one I can show you. If you've been saving up like I have, for example, on the Italian tech tree, where I haven't bought the F104S or the G91S because I'm waiting for the sale so I can pay a lot less for these. So that's a good way to save SL. Usually with that, you can also save real money on premium planes, premium ground vehicles. You can save money on premium time. It's a good time to just go on a shopping spree for all things in the game. Okay. So in closing, those are just some of the things off the top of my head that I thought I would throw out there for silver lion gain. It's tough. This is a tough game to play. If you want to get to the higher tiers, it's a tough game to to start and to progress in, just because of all the things that are in your way. I mean, every games like this are going to be grindy. The grind is fine, but sometimes the grind does get a little monotonous. And if I can give you guys some tips to help improve that, I'm all game for that. So I just want to thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far and this is something that's useful to you, consider dropping a like. And if you want to stick around for more stuff like this, I do all types of stuff for War Thunder. Consider subscribing. Thanks again.